complete and utter takedown of P. Diddy and his 3 right-hand men, okay? 3. So there's going to be a takedown that comes in with that, and he's going to try to step away. They're not done. And here's another thing I'm being shown. His mouth is being sewn up. So when I see his face, the image I get is the mouth is being sewn up. So he is going to be unable to speak for some reason. I can't talk. I cannot speak for myself anymore. This to me sounds like a losing of faculties, a losing of thought, a losing of thinking. I cannot speak, but it's sewed up around his mouth. That's actually how I'm seeing it. They're going to stitch his mouth shut. When I ask her why his mouth is being sewn up, it's because of his mentors, and they don't want it coming out over here, even though some of them are outing themselves. These are old guys connected to old time, old style Motown. And she's showing me that he's being shut up from outing them or from speaking about them for some reason. So there's a hierarchy going on here, and there's a total takedown of him. He is being sacrificed. So he may think he gets away with stuff. He may think it's cool he does what he does, but now he's the sacrificial lamb. And I do mean that. There's something that comes up with him in March, speaking of the lamb, during the Easter time frame, March, April, right in that time frame. That's why I said lamb. There's something else that's going to come up with him. We are not done.
Welcome back to the Messy Sweet Spot, your go-to destination for the juiciest gossip and untold stories from the glittering alleys of fame and misfortune. Hit that like button, spread the word, and don't forget to subscribe for your daily dose of drama and revelations. In today's scoop, we're diving into the chilling prophecy by Sloan Bella, who foresaw a whirlwind of chaos ensnaring Diddy as Easter 2024 approached. And as if on cue, just as the Easter season began to bloom, a storm hit Diddy's lavish sanctuaries were ambushed, his offspring found themselves tangled with the law, and he shattered, was captured on video, a portrait of despair and regret. Why the tears, you ask? Why now? We're peeling back the layers on this, especially focusing on the eerie premonition of Diddy being metaphorically silenced, his mouth stitched, unable to speak or defend, a symbol of power lost and voices stifled. How does this imagery connect with the unfolding events? Did Sloan Bella's foresight tap into a deeper narrative playing out in the universe's grand design? Stay tuned as we unravel the threads of fate, destiny, and perhaps redemption in the saga of Diddy's downfall and the silent screams of a titan facing his reckoning. Let's get into it. Discussing Diddy's mouth being in stitches and unable to speak, along with the prediction of something significant happening around Easter 2024, is metaphorical and steeped in spiritual and symbolic language. It delves into the realms of energetic consequences, spiritual symbolism, and the potential unraveling of a public figure's influence due to past actions. Here's a more detailed breakdown of these elements. Diddy's mouth in stitches and unable to speak. Metaphorical silence. The description of Diddy's mouth being in stitches suggests a metaphorical silencing. This could imply an inability to defend himself, communicate his side of the story, or influence public opinion as he might have previously. It symbolizes a loss of power and voice, possibly due to legal, social, or spiritual consequences. Energetic consequences. From a spiritual perspective, this imagery could be interpreted as the manifestation of energetic backlash for past actions. In many spiritual beliefs, the energy one puts out into the world, whether positive or negative, eventually returns to them. Thus, Diddy's metaphorical silencing could represent a form of cosmic or karmic justice. Control and power dynamics. The idea of being unable to speak also touches on themes of control and power dynamics shifting. It might indicate a reversal in Diddy's ability to control narratives or assert his will, suggesting that those once under his influence or control might no longer be subject to it. Predictions for Easter 2024. Easter symbolism. Easter is a time of rebirth, resurrection, and renewal in Christian traditions. Predicting a significant event around this time could symbolically imply a period of major change, revelation, or a turning point in Diddy's life or career. The lamb reference. The mention of lamb around Easter and its connection to Diddy could invoke themes of sacrifice. In many traditions, lambs are symbols of innocence and sacrifice. This might imply that Diddy could be positioned or perceived as a scapegoat for larger issues within the industry or face personal sacrifices. Potential unfolding events given the specific time frame of Easter 2024, this prediction could be hinting at legal, professional, or personal developments that significantly alter Diddy's status, influence, or financial stability. It suggests a culmination of events or revelations that have been set in motion long before. Interpretation caveats. It's important to note that these interpretations are speculative and based on a spiritual, energetic reading that blends metaphorical language with predictions of real-world outcomes. Such interpretations should be approached with an understanding of their speculative nature and the symbolic language often used in spiritual discourse. The actual unfolding of events may vary and should be observed with an open mind and critical thought. The significance of dates and events. March 9, 1997, this date marks the passing of the notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls, one of Diddy's most prominent artists, whose influence on the music industry and hip-hop culture remains profound. His death left a lasting impact on Diddy and the broader music community, opening discussions about violence, rivalry, and the fragility of life within the industry. Life After Death album released on March 25, 1997, just weeks after Biggie's death. The album's title and content have been seen as eerily prophetic, exploring themes of mortality, legacy, and the unseen forces shaping our lives. The timing of its release adds a layer of poignancy and reflection on the cyclical nature of life and death. March 25th, raid and arrest. The raid on Diddy's homes and the arrest of his children on the same date as the album's release years later adds a layer of synchronicity that can be interpreted through various lenses, including spiritual. It suggests a complex interplay of cause and effect, actions and consequences that unfold over time. Spiritual and energetic connections. Cycles of karma. From a spiritual perspective, these events might be viewed through the lens of karma, the idea that every action has consequences, and these consequences can manifest in various ways, often beyond our understanding. The alignment of these significant events on similar dates across years could be interpreted as a manifestation of karmic cycles coming to fruition. Synchronicity. Carl Jung introduced the concept of synchronicity, which refers to meaningful coincidences that occur with no causal relationship yet seem to have a significant connection. The coincidence of the album release with later events in Diddy's life could be seen as synchronicity, suggesting a deeper, perhaps spiritual connection between these moments. Reflections on legacy and impact. The intertwined events of Biggie's death, the subsequent release of Life After Death, and the recent legal troubles faced by Diddy and his family prompt reflection on the nature of legacy and the impact of one's actions. They underscore the ways in which the past, present, and future can converge in moments laden with meaning and potential for transformation. Energetic shifts and awareness. Such coincidences might also signify moments of energetic shift or heightened awareness, offering opportunities for introspection and growth. They can serve as reminders of the interconnectedness of our actions and their ripple effects across time and space. Concluding thoughts. While it's tempting to draw direct spiritual connections between these events, it's also important to approach such interpretations with mindfulness and respect for the complexities of human experience. Life's patterns and the way events unfold often escape simple explanations, residing instead in the realm of mystery and the deeply personal journey of understanding and growth. These connections, whether seen as coincidental or deeply meaningful, invite reflection on the themes of legacy, consequence, and the profound impact of our choices. All right, lovelies, that's a wrap for today's spill at the Messy Sweet Spot. Don't forget to hit that like button, share the tea with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more gossip that hits just right. Diving deep into the juicy stories you love. Catch you on the next one, and remember, keep it messy but sweet. Out for now.